All right, you can't dispute everything off your credit. You still are gonna have some of those unpaid delinquent accounts. You're gonna have to pay them, okay? They're just not gonna go away, because if you don't, they're gonna come back and haunt you 3, 4, 5, 8, 10 years down the road. So let's face it, we're gonna pay them. Now, before you pay them, let's find out who they are and let's contact them, okay? Sometimes you can negotiate a little lower payoff, and you can also, before you pay them, make sure that you talk to a supervisor and ask them to please delete this off my account if I pay it. Get it in writing. Have them send it to you in writing, and they will do it. You may have to talk to a supervisor, manager, what have you, but they will do it, okay? If you promise to pay it, send a letter, they'll take care of it, okay? So get after it. Pay some of those debts that are on there, the delinquencies, you gotta pay them, and you're gonna get credit for it.
So are there any other factors that affect my credit score? What are they?
Right next to the negative credit listings on your credit bureau is high credit limits. It can sink your score just as much as negative credit or bad credit, so to speak. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about how this works, okay? When your credit limits are high, suppose you have a credit limit of $5,000 on your credit card. And if you owe $5,000, then you're at your limit, okay? Now, this computer system is a little weird, all right? So you gotta be very careful. There are people out there who will tell you, hey, close down all your credit cards. Well, guess what? That can hurt you. Don't do that. Unless you have more than 4 credit cards and they're all zero balances, I don't suggest you close credit cards, okay? So here's what you need to do. You need to get your debt to limit ratio down. So let me explain. I need you to add up all of your limits. Okay, so take how much debt you have on that credit card. So let's say you have a $5,000 credit card and you have a $2,500 balance. You're at a 50% ratio, debt to limit ratio. So what you need to do is add up how much you owe on all your credit cards and divide that by your balance that you're allowed to put on those credit cards, and you'll have a debt to limit ratio. And you need to concentrate on lowering that number. And believe it or not, that can skyrocket your score. So get started, pay attention to your limits and your ratios, and your score will get better.